Yeah, welcome back. I hope you're back. If not, you missed something. The first semi-final already we had on another field, and now we're on the big one here also close to the clubhouse, to the Grand Pavilion. And we are just organizing the second semi-final between the two teams, magnificent teams. It's Mungo playing and facing Jolly Rogers, king of Polo. So Pancho McLaughlin is on my side and, of course, supporting and doing all the action here. And he knows all the players, most of the horses. And because he was player in this tournament, playing in the equipe of Animal, is playing the back position. And he got a new name as the hardest hitter in town here in Chantilly. Pancho, welcome again.
Thank you, Alex. We just watched a really exciting game of polo. We have La Fija is the first finalist of the Open the Front, just beat the defending champion Kazakh, but be really in the tip of the chair because we have an exciting game of polo. Jolly Roger, king of polo, as we see now, we're direct on the tent flying. He's going to face Mungo, this local team, the French team. We see here Haiti Garros and Lolo Bajugar. Watch out for these two young players. Haiti is playing outstanding, and Lolo Bajugar is giving a lot of order at the back alongside Pierre Ngomou. And also watch out for Ulises, this young man that is playing really good today. The field is in immaculate conditions. The sun is out. The field is packed. A lot of people will come to Chantilly to watch this exciting game of polo. So yeah, we're super excited of this new the second semi-final. No.
Yeah, they will be tremendous, and I hope maybe close. The only game which were lost by the team of Jolly Rogers, king of polo, was against the next finalist. It was against La Fija Sandbox. They only lost this matches, and I just spoke with them. They just said, we are keen to play it again and to give him a little revenge. So we will see an interview. We will hear an interview now. Pancho?
Yes, I think we have the interview of Haiti Ricardo Garros. So we'll go to that interview and we will be back live in just a moment.
Bueno, estamos muy contentos porque es un torneo complicadísimo, lleno de equipos, con organizaciones impresionantes, con jugadores del abierto, jugadores de muy buen nivel. Así que nada, muy contento. Es la primera vez que lo juego al Open, ya había estado en Francia, pero no había tenido la suerte de jugarlo. Son dos grandísimos jugadores con una organización atrás impresionante. Ellos están muy bien de caballo. Benny también es un animal como juega y lo hace muy complicado, pero creo que estuvimos nosotros en un buen día, que eso es fundamental. Obviamente un partido tan apretado, un poco de suerte y que pudimos mantener un orden del primer al último chukker, que eso fue lo que nos ayudó a poder ganarlo. Y después, bueno, Lolo es un fenómeno, es un jugador con una calidad impresionante. Pedrito, bueno, es ya acá local, juega al polo hace 1000 años, tiene mucha experiencia. Y bueno, ahora estamos jugando con Ulis, que habíamos arrancado la temporada con Patrick. Y la verdad que Ulis lo mismo, nos sorprendió creo que a todos. Sabíamos que juega muy bien, pero está teniendo un torneo impresionante, jugando muy bien, los caballos le están rindiendo muy bien y bueno, eso también es muy importante para que el equipo pueda rendir en la cancha.
Welcome back live here in Chantilly. We have an exciting semi-final, Mungo facing Jolly Roger. But before, now we are playing the biggest tournament of this club, the 16 Gold, the Open de France. But let's watch a clip of the Nations Cup. That is a tournament that started 2 years ago. That is also super competitive. Played the month of June, a 12-goal tournament. So let's go to that Polo Nations Cup 2025.
So, Pancho, the teams are just there at the field, so we like to introduce a little bit quickly because they're ready to start, ready to fly, ready for takeoff. Let's start with the team in the red team shirts, the Jolly Rogers, king of polo, and they're playing at the number one. They're playing as Hugo Taylor, playing with 4 goals. Playing at the number 2 was Manu Plaza. Manu Plaza, what a player this tournament, with 6 goals. James Bynum playing with the number 3. And, of course, with 6 goals. And the CEO, the organization taken by the flying Swedish man. He is from Sweden, Nicolas Johansson.
Let's go to present Mungo wearing a white shirt today. He's not the number 1. The man of the moment is Ricardo Haiti Garros, the man from Coronel Suarez. 5 goals of handicap. The number 2, Ulises Eichteter, replacing his father, playing a super tournament on 1 goal of handicap. The number 3, Lolo Bartolomé, Lolo Bayugar, playing also super strong in his handicap. 4 goals of handicap for him. And the number 4 at the back, the experienced man from France, Pierre-Henri Ngomou, playing, of course, super strong in 6 goals of handicap. Total of both teams is 16 goals. And as we say, Alex, we have 2 really balanced teams here. So what team do you expect might win today?
Not the easiest question, but let me introduce you to umpires Gonzalo Lopez Vargas and Peter Wright on the field. And the third man is Rafa Silva sitting outside. That's more easy to tell because the rest of the question is nearly impossible. I guess in this one, really, we will be very, very close. 2 very clever teams with James Bynum. He's the captain of the national team in England. He's James Bond of Polo in England coming there into the semi-finals. So we start.
And well, yes, the ball is in play in the second semi-final here of the 2024 Open de France, and the ball is controlled by Manu Plaza Ayala, controlling the action for Jolly Roger, but the pressure arrived from Pierre-Henri Ngomou, and Manu Plaza decides to manage the ball again for his team. And Manu Plaza tries to find some space in the center. What a play by Manu Plaza Ayala, also the man from Coronel Suarez. Manu Plaza, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the first goal of the day for Jolly Roger is off the mallet of Manu Plaza de Ayala.
What a control and dribbling this ball just ahead and just putting them very close to the stick and get managed, of course, into the goal. What a nice goal and taken by Manu Plaza de Ayala.
Yeah, well done by his teammates, also blocking the defender so that he could find some space on the center of the field. And yes, it's a good start for Jolly Roger. 1-0 is the lead at the moment. And the ball is in play, and now again we have Manu Plaza Ayala controlling the action for Jolly Roger. Manu Plaza Ayala with a tap, trying to find some space on the side of the field, but the pressure arrives. The 2 men from Coronel Suarez facing each other. And we have Ulises trying to apply pressure on the stick side, and also Pierre-Henri. And the ball is stolen by Haiti Garros, but the James Bynum, the English captain, gets there first with a beautiful tailback shot. But a bit unlucky, the ball bounced and it goes to the side. So we have a knock-in in favor of the Mungo team. And now the block is good by Nicolas Johansson, but the ball is in play in the mallet of Haiti, Ricardo Garros. He tries to avoid Hugo Taylor, and he does. And Haiti Garros with the next shot. Haiti Garros again with the next shot. Haiti Ricardo Garros. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the danger man appeared for Mungo when the team really needs him. And Haiti Garros converts for Mungo.
Tremendous under the neck in the right position. The first attempt wasn't so good, and the second one was tremendous under the neck and just into the goal. What an estrella de Argentina. What a player, Haiti Garros.
The man of the Pilusos, Haiti Garros, that we just heard from him on the interview. He just scored a beautiful goal for Mungo. But now the ball is in play, and the captain, Manu Plaza, wins the throw-in again for Jolly Roger. And the pressure is there by Pierre-Henri Ngomou, and we have a whistle, ladies and gentlemen. What did you see, Alex, from there?
Yeah, Ngomou just turned in and wanted to collect the ball, and of course, better maybe on the near side, just he moved over, and that's why we will have, let's guess, a penalty for it, looks like.
It looks like a 40, no? 40-yard penalty.
40 yards.
Penalty 3 in this case in favor of Jolly Roger. As we saw super clear on the replay, Pierre-Henri would have been fine if he would have gone on the near side, or if not, he would have had to ride off the player of Jolly Roger. But well, clever by Manu Plaza Ayala, lifting his stick up, getting the foul in his favor, and let's see who will take the penalty. Looks like James Bynum, the English captain, placing the ball for Jolly Roger, king of Polo.
Yeah, James Bynum, very clever, and you know what to do. 44 years old and lots of experience, and coming from England. So we know what to do exactly, and it's quite important to get back into the lead. Let's see in this one. Looks quite good. On the Grace coming closer to the ball.
And now we have James Bine riding this beautiful grey. James Bine with a beautiful shot. The goal is good. The flagman is moving the flag. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, 2-goal is the lead so far. 2-1 for Jolly Roger, King of Polo, as we see on the beautiful replay here from the back.
Exactly. It started like we mentioned it. It's a close game, so it's 2-1. It's only 1 goal the difference now, but the first chukker, that means nothing. It's an open game.
Yeah, great game of polo so far. A lot of goals at the moment. 4 minutes left in this first chukker. And let's see who wins the throw-in. And it's Lolo Bajugar for Mungo. And now it's Hugo Taylor stealing this ball. And while the Mungo players were appealing, and Hugo Taylor is flying, and the ball is left behind. And now it's Pierre-Henri Ngomu giving a bit of tranquility for the Mungo team. Pierre-Henri Ngomu holding the ball for the French and local team here in Chantilly. And Pierre-Henri, the captain of Mungo, tries to find Lolo Bajugar, and he does on the center of the field, and he has Ulises flying in the center, and Lolo Bajugar capturing that bouncing ball. Lolo Bajugar has all the pressure of Manu Plaza de Ayala, and now Manu steals the ball for Team Jolly Roger. Manu again trying to get that ball. No foul, says the umpire, and let's see who gets there. Now is Hugo Taylor, the English young man, gets that ball for Jolly Roger. Haiti Garros appealing for the foul. No foul, says the umpire. And Hugo Taylor again controlling the ball for Jolly Roger. Hugo Taylor checks, leaves the ball behind for Manuel Plaza de Ayala. Manu trying to find some space in the center of the field. Manu, he has Pierre-Henri. When he identified no one was there, he tried to still send a big one to apply pressure. But Ricardo Garros, the man with no glove, controls the ball for Mungo. Haiti Garros decides to turn the ball to the left. And he has Pierre-Henri there to back him up, but he decides to play the ball for himself. Haiti Garros, the ball hits the boards, and the ball is still in play. And Ricardo Garros leaves the ball behind for Pierre-Henri Ngomu. Pierre-Henri with a nice neck shot finding Haiti Garros, but the ball is a bit short and well captured by James Bine, the English captain. James Bine holds the ball again for Jolly Roger. James Bine, the ball is trying to be stolen by Lolo Bajugar, but it gets deflected, and now again the ball is in control of James Bine for Jolly Roger. James Bine, he leaves the ball now for Manu Plaza, and we have a whistle. Let's see what the umpires decide. If they identify that the Mungo player was fine, and James Bine was
I guess it was
a bit,
waiting maybe a little bit too long, but there was also no opportunity just to move over, and because maybe the player on the side was a little bit ahead, that's why maybe a free hit taken to by Mungo.
Yeah, they identified Lolo Bajugar was in a good position, and they said play to James Bine, and he delayed the game a bit too long, so good news for Mungo. They recover possession, and from the penalty from the spot, Pierre-Henri Ngomu, we see him on the screen, has the ball for his team. And he finds Lolo Bajugar well located, but the back shot is good from Hugo Taylor. And Ulises picks the ball on the near side super well and hits a beautiful shot trying to find Lolo Bajugar. And look at the horsepower by the Mungo team. But the hook is good by Jolly Roger. And Haiti Garros is with the ball. Ricardo with the tap. Ricardo Garros. Haiti. We have a whistle, ladies and gentlemen. So good news for Mungo Polo team. They leave their hand. It's a penalty one we will expect in favor of Mungo. So great news for them as we see on the replay, Alex.
Yeah, Haiti came tremendous, exactly in the line, and as well followed and faced up by his back player Pedrito Ngomo, and they of course was a dangerous situation. It was close to the goal. In this case, the umpire immediately said penalty one, the goal on the scoreboard and the 5B.
Exactly, and we will give you some information of the horses as well. And like in the other semi-final, we're going to have 2 blankets awarded to the best playing pony, one given by the club and one given by the Argentine Polo Breeders Association. So we get all the info of the horses by Bill Buchanan and all the team. And it's good to have all the Argentine horses exported all around the world. And we see a lot of them playing here in France. And we will try to see which one is the best one. I'm sure the judges Tolijo and Chulo Guerrero will be there trying to identify the best horse of this game. While Ulises gets the next shot, and Ulises again with the ball, the young Frenchman, but the ball is left behind, and Hugo Taylor steals the ball for Jolly Roger, King of Polo, tapping the ball in the air. Look at the control by Hugo Taylor, but the pressure arrives there from the French, and Hugo Taylor decides to tap the ball behind for James Bine. Good combination between these 2 English players. And James Bine, but the hook is good by Lolo Bajugar, and Pierre-Henri steals the ball, and Pierre-Henri Ngomu is flying here in Chantilly. Pierre-Henri Ngomu, let's see if he has enough legs and the pressure arrives there, and he leaves the ball behind for Lolo Bayugar, but Manu Plaza Elizalde, and the hook is good by Lolo Bayugar. What a play by the young Argentine player, Lolo Bayugar with the tap. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what a goal by the young Bayugar.
What a tremendous team play, and Ngomo just put it ahead and just were waiting, but he got marked in the moment, and then he left the ball just in the right moment to his teammate. And Lolo Bayugar, no mistake in this one, just follow up and picking up the pieces and scoring a very important goal, a fantastic goal. It's 3-1 now.
3 goals to 2, 4 seconds left.
To 2, excuse me.
40 seconds left, sorry, in this first chukker. Everything is open. What an exciting game of polo. A lot of goals at the moment. And let's see who wins the throw-in. And it's again Manu Plaza Ayala controlling the ball for Team Jolly Roger. He's super active today, Manu. Manu Plaza Ayala tapping the ball, finding some space in the center of the field. Now approaching to the 60 yards. And Manu Plaza decides to shoot to goal. And the ball is looking good. But Lolo Bayugar is going to defend. And the pressure arrives. And the back shot is good. And now Haiti Garros clearing the danger for Mungo. Ricardo Haiti Garros on the side of the field, bringing some riding suerte, this beautiful chestnut. And Ricardo Garros on the corner. He has Lolo Bayugar all alone, and he decides to bring the ball for himself. And let's see if he goes for the long shot. And the pass is good by by Haiti Garros, and he gets the ball again on the bounce. And Ricardo Garros is flying in this, riding this beautiful mare, suerte. But he decides to check now. The first bell went on this first chukker, and Ricardo Garros showing all his ability, tapping the ball, but the hook is good by Manu Plaza Ayala. Now is Pierre-Henri Ngomu with the ball. A few seconds left on the clock. They will have to finish the play before the second bell goes. And Lolo Bayugar, and yes, we have a second bell. That will conclude the first chukker, Alex.
Exactly. They were looking maybe for a foul and didn't make the big shot. So this concludes the first chukker. So let's enjoy in this first rest, in the first chukker, the presentation of the Open de Féminine de France. So the ladies, watch out. They're playing a great tournament here at the same time. So just enjoy the opening presentation.
We are live again in Chantilly in field honor number 1 in this exciting second semi-final of the Open de France. And we have the horses of the second chukker. Nicolas Johansson is riding MZ de Sena. Mamba is ridden by Hugo Taylor. Irenita Esperada by Manu Plaza Ayala. And James Bime, Twiggy, it's a homebred. It's one of the best ones of James Bime. And for Mungo, we have Cara Sucia by Ulises. Open Semana by Lolo Bayugar, Genia by Haiti Garros, and Absolute Revoltosa by Pierre-Henri Ngomu, a mare from the La Guada breed. Also watch out by this mare because she can really run.
Amazing quality and tremendous high speed of the horses. It's so important in this level. And best circumstances here because we got a 5-star hotel carpet. It's just rolling the ball, and there you need good horses and running horses and easy ones. So the last chukker runs out with the second bell, and Pierre Ngomo got the ball there. I thought maybe he will score, but he was dribbling the ball, and then the time runs out, and they couldn't shot this ball into the goal. That's why we will see a throw-in on the left side, and taken by one of the two umpires, by Gonzalo Lopez Vargas.
Yeah, the throw will be from the center to the board, and we have a change in Haiti Garros. He's riding Chino, this big gray that did amazing in the quarterfinals against La Magdalene. So I'll also check out this big gray horse. And the umpire from the center to the boards, it's about to throw the ball in, and we're going to start this second and exciting chukker. The ball is in play, but the ball is won by Jolly Roger in the mallet of Manu Plaza Dayala. He's controlling the ball really well for his team, and he sees all alone Hugo Taylor flying for Jolly Roger. Let's see if he has enough legs, and Hugo Taylor super well mounted, but the ball bounce a bit, but Manu Plaza Dayala backs him up super well. And now again is Ulises, well ridden by Nicolas Johansen, but again is Pierre-Henri Ngomou riding absolute revoltosa from the breed of La Guada from Alejandro Novillo Estrada. And now the ball is left behind for Haiti Garros riding Chino. Haiti Garros, he tries to find some space, and he decides to run the ball for himself, like in the whole tournament. And Haiti Garros is danger if he has the ball, and it's good news for Mungo, and he captures a bouncing ball. But we have really well located the captain, the English captain, James Vine. But the pressure is good, and now let's see if but the back shot is super good by Jolly Roger, and now Manu Plaza Dayala gets the ball in the right-hand side of the field. Manu Plaza hits a beautiful neck shot, trying to find the Swedish man, Nicolas Johansson, flying in this grey. Nicolas Johansson on the near side, and the ball is good, captured again by Pierre-Henri Ngomou. Pierre-Henri with a nice tail shot back, but the ball is bounced, and we have a whistle, Alex. What did you see from there?
Yeah, player Jolly Rogers just opened it up to the boards, and Pierre-Henri Ngomou just was turning just ahead. And of course, if you cross the line, as you see in the replay, exactly like this. And of course, it's like a present. The ball is there, and you like to take it, but you're not allowed.
Yeah, there are like three big parameters on the rules. The first one is basically safety, just for horses first, and of course for players. The second big parameter, basically on the blue book, on the rules, is basically the discipline. That's why each team has a captain, and they're the only ones allowed to talk to the umpires. And then the third one is basically that the game has to be dynamic. So as we saw before, James Vine was holding the ball a bit too much, and they blow the whistle because for the game to be good, we needed to be dynamic. So the rules are there to force the players to play as open and dynamic as possible. In this case, Pierre-Henri Ngomou crossed the right of way of Manu Plaza Dayala. So great news, the foul was inside the 60. He had no possession, so it's a 60-yard in favor of Jolly Roger. And James Vine, the ball is good, it's flying in the air, but it's a bit right. And a bit unlucky for him, but what a shot by James Vine.
Well, first it looks good. It was very high, but then the end it was turning a little bit out to the right. So no goal, luckily to Mongo.
Good news for the white team, and now Pierre-Henri Ngomou brings the ball in for the French team. And the next shot is good, finding Ricardo Haiti Garros riding Chino. And Haiti Garros, there's no foul, says the umpire, and Haiti Garros riding Chino again, trying to find some space in the center while Ulises is helping him. And Haiti Garros decides to turn the ball and play it for himself, but he has James Vine applying a lot of pressure. Use it, says the umpire, and he finds really well located Ulises, the young man from France. Ulises with the ball, checking this mare. Ulises leaves the ball behind for Pierre-Henri Ngomou, and the next shot is super good, trying to find Ricardo Garros. But Manu Plaza Dayala, super active, 6 goals of handicap for him, trying to find some space. And he has the pressure, he's arriving, and he couldn't get that bouncing ball. And Haiti Garros with a beautiful ride-off, and he decides to turn the ball. But the pressure is good by Manu Plaza, but Haiti Garros decides to turn the ball. Two players meeting one.
Exactly.
Decide.
Nicolas Johansson was coming a little bit across. He's coming from the field and crossed over a little bit close on the boards, and that's why we will see a free hit taken awarded to Mongo. Nothing serious, but from the spot. And Pedrito Ngomou will take it. What a grey horse by Haiti Garros, and what a control by Haiti.
And now we have Pierre-Henri Ngomou riding Revoltosa with the ball. Pierre-Henri with a beautiful shot. What a shot by Pierre-Henri, the Frenchman. And the ball is looking good. Let's see if Haiti will arrive there. But the ball is wide. But what a shot by the number 4 of Mungo.
Tremendous hit. Yeah, he saw the gap, and why not? In the right moment, why not use it and just hit it, and the players can do it. That was close. That was very close.
Yeah, lucky for Team Jolly Roger. They're losing by 1 goal at the moment. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left in this second chukker. And the English captain, James Vine, with the ball in control. And James Vine decides to find some space. He has Ulises marking him. It's not an easy job, but he managed to escape from him. And now the pressure arrives. He has to go on the near side, showing all his experience here in field number 1. And the pressure is good from Ulises. What a defense play. And Hugo Taylor hit it is the goal. He cannot swing because he has Haiti at the back, and Haiti recovers the ball. And now it's Manu Plaza de Ayala, having also a fantastic tournament. And the next shot is good by Manu Plaza de Ayala, but Haiti, Ricardo Garros steals the ball for Mungo, and this is great news for the white team. And Haiti Garros is all alone on a breakaway, and this is a fantastic news for the French team. And Haiti Garros is flying, riding Chino, and he has pace. It's just a second ball for him. Haiti Garros picking up this bouncing ball from the near side. Haiti Garros from right to left. What a goal by Haiti, Ricardo Garros. One of the best players of the tournament, scoring the goal number 4 for Mungo.
Incredible run, incredible. And what a combination with Chino, with the white horse. And it's just like a plane. And what a great piloto, Haiti Garros, just managing to get in high speed and controlling the last one also into the goal. There was a quite important one. So it stays now 4-2.
Yeah, when quickly players go and change and mount fresh horses, almost all the players riding a fresh horse. This will be very important when we have 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in this second chukker. And the throw-in is won by the Mungo team on the right hand of Lolo Bajugar. And he hits a big one, but the captain, the Englishman, gets there first. James Vine with a nice tailback shot. The ball is a bit short, a bit unlucky, and Ulises captures this big opportunity. Ulises is just a tap, and the goal is good for Mungo. Great news, 5-2 is the lead of the French team at the moment.
So one little mistake, maybe, because the backhand wasn't strong enough and not far away and not outside of the danger area of the red zone. And what a great anticipation, and that means 5-2 now. And Mungo is in the lead now. They're doing very well.
Yeah, a bit unlucky there by James Vine. The back shot didn't have the length that he would have probably wanted, but well done. Captured that opportunity by Ulises, this young man playing off 1 goal, super good in this season. And now Lolo Bajugar also showing all his talent here in France. Bartolomé Bajugar, the young man. Lolo Bajugar couldn't get that next shot, but Pierre-Henri gets there first. Pierre-Henri for Mungo. Pierre-Henri tapping the ball. Pierre-Henri and Gomu, and the ball gets deflected and goes wide on the left. A bit unlucky for Mungo, but what a play and the importance of winning the throw-in, no, Alex?
Another one, and what a tremendous power. And just an information, I received the 4 goals by Haiti Garros so far. 4 goals, and we're just in the second checker. Oh, correction. I misunderstood it. Each member of Mungo scored so far. Now, that's the information. But I was still impressed by Haiti Garros. That's why I mixed it up.
And the ball got deflected, so we got a foul, basically. Ladies and gentlemen, the umpires decided that player from Jolly Roger was a bit on the way of Pierre-Henri Ngomu when he was having an attempt to goal. So the penalty was from the spot. So great news for Mungo in this second half of the second chukker. They're having a great moment in the game. They're leading so far by 4 goals, 6-2. And let's see who wins the throw-in. Super important, especially if the Jolly Roger wants to come back. And James Vine wins the throw-in for his team. He holds the ball and tries to give tranquility for his team, but the defense is good by Ulises, this young man, and Manu Plaza Ayala read that back shot super well. But Haiti Garros is applying also a lot of pressure, but Manu Plaza Ayala is controlling the action for Team Jolly Roger, and he leaves the ball behind. No, it's well stolen by Hugo Taylor now for Team Jolly Roger, but Pierre-Henri Ngomu wins that right off and now leaves the ball for Lolo Bajugar. He turns the ball for Mungo, controlling all the action from the back, and Lolo Bajugar checks his horse and now leaves the ball for Pierre-Henri Ngomu. He decides to run the ball from himself, but the ball is stolen by Manu Plaza Ayala, and Manu Plaza is tapping the ball for Jolly Roger. Manu Plaza de Ayala, Manu Plaza de Ayala. What an important goal for Jolly Roger, and a bit unlucky by Pierre-Henri Ngomu when he tried to escape from the center, carrying the ball from himself. What a horsepower by Manu Plaza Ayala, and what a goal by this man, also from Coronel Suarez. Unfortunately, his horses had a bit of an accident going to Soto Grande. Some of them, passed away, so lucky for him. He's having also a great season, finishing here in the Open de France with a great semi-final at the moment. Let's see what they can do with the Jolly Roger team, and let's see who wins the throw-in now. Players are fighting for the ball, and Hugo Taylor wins the throw-in for Team Jolly Roger, and he has James Vine running for the pass. And Manu Plaza Ayala hits a beautiful pass, trying to find the Englishman, and the next shot is looking good, and James Vine is flying for that ball, and the tap is good, and Hugo Taylor finishes, but we have a whistle, ladies and gentlemen, and that will conclude the second chukker.
Yes, you see in the replay, that was a little bit dangerous because Hugo Taylor just entered. Everybody went just beside the goal, and Hugo Plaza just decided to go into the direction directly on the goal and just created a cross of the line, and that maybe will have a free hit in favor of Mungo.
So we go to a commercial break, and we will be back in just a moment.
Yeah, it will be a special commercial break in this case, because now you will see by the semi-final of the Jockey Club the best scenes. Enjoy. Welcome back here in the second semi-final of the day, and it will be awarded free hit from the spot taken by Mungo. They are in the lead with 6-3, so watch out.
And now the ball is in play, and Pierre-Henri Ngomou controls the action for the white team, the French team, local here in Chantilly, but the ball is well read by the captain. No, now is Manu Plaza Ayala controlling the action. He has James Vine at his back, and what a control by Manu Plaza Ayala. Let's see if he can go for the next shot, but he has Lolo Bajugar at his back, and he decides to put the ball on the near side. And Manu Plaza Ayala fighting for the ball. Manu Plaza again with a beautiful next shot. Manu Plaza Ayala, and the ball got deflected, and it is wide on the right-hand side.
Yeah, really bad luck at the moment. We can name it by Jolly Roger's King of Polo team. So another one opportunity, but they put in more pressure now because Mungo is only in the own half in the last minutes.
Yes, and now Pierre-Henri Ngomou decides to hit a long shot, finding Bartolomé Lolo Bajugar well located on the right-hand side of the field, but the pressure arrives really well by James Vine, but he managed to hit a long shot, finding Ulises with a nice tail back shot, finding Pierre-Henri Ngomou, and Pierre-Henri Ngomou with a beautiful shot. No whistle advantage, umpire says, and Haiti Ricardo Garros leaves the ball behind for Pierre-Henri Ngomou. Pierre-Henri, the Frenchman, 6-goaler, and the back shot is good by Hugo Taylor. And it got deflected, and Manu Plaza Ayala is fighting for the ball, but Lolo Bajugar controls that bounce, and Lolo Bajugar tries to shoot to goal. Lolo Bajugar. And we have a whistle, ladies and gentlemen. Probably they identify that one of the players of Jolly Roger
Probably
Clear
very
enough to
close
see
to the
the
goal.
replay.
Pierre Ngomo just came and that happened close to the goal. Close to the goal, I guess. It was the first action. Maybe we'll have a penalty too. And yes, but umpires are still discussing a little bit. But what a tremendous back shot by Ulysses, open it up for Perito Ngomo. What a nice pass, and that opened this opportunity.
Yes, as we see there, all the support from the Mungo Pony line, Luisa del Carril, and all the supporters of Mungo. Yeah, basically to explain the foul, the umpire said clear, and the player from Jolly Roger moved forward without clearing that channel. When they say clear, you have to move either right or left and give the shot, the player the chance to hit the shot. The player didn't clear, and the penalty is awarded from the 30-yard line, and Ricardo Aiti Garros, the man from Coronel Suarez, wearing no glove, has no problem to score the goal number 7 for Mungo. They lead at the moment by 4 goals.
Maybe we will give him as a present, maybe after this semi-final, a pair of gloves, so he knows and has one.
No, I'm sure he probably is used to playing like that in the farm with the young horses in Coronel Suarez, and he's used to playing with no glove. But well, I won't change anything. He's having an amazing season so far. So let him without the glove, Alex.
Okay, right.
And the ball is in play, and now we have a second whistle, and the man without a glove, another big attempt by Haiti, Ricardo Garros. When the player from Jolly Roger thought the write-off is good, let's see on the replay now, Alex.
And just entered in the moment when Mungo just wanted to strike and to take the hit. If you ride over the line in the moment when your opponent player wanted to make the hit, the line of the ball has to be clear all the time. And in this case, we will see a penalty in favor of Mungo again.
Yes, well, the umpires identifies that the player went directly to play that ball. If he would have made contact with the player from Mungo, with Haiti Garros, and win that write-off, he would have been fine to go on the offside. But the umpires consider he entered from the back, riding into the swing of Haiti, Ricardo Garros. So this is great news for Mungo. They have the chance to enlarge their lead at the moment. It's a penalty from the 40-yard line in favor of the man without a glove. Ricardo Haiti Garros riding Suerte again, this beautiful chestnut.
So let's see in this one, Haiti Garros, and it looks very good, building up one line with him, the polo ball, and the goal. Goalpost fall down, but what a save, just lifted up and taken over.
What a save by Jolly Roger. Well done by Manu Plaza Ayala, stopping the ball in the air, and now he's flying, riding this beautiful chestnut. Let's see if he will have enough legs, but Lolo Bayugar always covering the hold for Team Mungo. He's well located at the back, and he hits a beautiful tail back shot, and the white player arrives there for Mungo. Is Pierre-Henri Ngomu now controlling the ball. Pierre-Henri with the ball, and the back shot is good by Hugo Taylor, and now it's Manu Plaza Ayala with a beautiful open back shot, fighting James Bime. No foul, says the umpire, and now the ball is in control of Ricardo Haiti Garros. Black helmet for him. Ricardo Garros finding some space, and James Bine is applying some pressure. And Ricardo Garros looking to the goal, and the ball is looking good, but Hugo Taylor is there, but the back shot is good. No, it's now wide on the right-hand side.
What an action, but the umpire were close, but maybe it looks like the same, that the swing has to be free. And but the umpire was sure about that, so they let it go. And Haiti Garros, another great opportunity just to score another one. It's 4 goals now, the difference. And the third chukker, and Jolly Rogers, they do need urgent 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 goals now.
And now the next shot is good, trying to find Manu Plaza Ayala, but Haiti Garros reads that play perfectly, and he recovers the ball for Mungo. He's riding Suerte. Haiti Garros trying to find some space in the center. Ricardo Haiti Garros. Go ahead and play the ball, says Lolo Bayugar, and he does. And he shoots to goal from distance. Haiti, Ricardo Garros, he is on fire today, scoring the goal number 8 for Mungo.
What a great assist, just ahead, close to the balls, by Lolo Bayugar. Just avoid that somebody can mark and get through. So a good ride-off by Lolo Bayugar, and that was a way completely free to another one by Haiti Garros, and tremendous goal and tremendous team play. It's 8-3.
And what a goal by Haiti Ricardo Garros, that he's there all alone against the Jolly Roger team when all his teammates arrive now. And Lolo Bayugar wins the throw-in on a fresh horse, and we have a whistle. Let's see what the umpire saw. if one of the players from Jolly Roger was entitled to that line or not, as we have the third man here, Rafa Silva, next to us, as we see on the replay.
Yeah, this angle was a little bit too much. Jolly Rogers turned already, and it was a little bit more boards to boards, and somebody by the team by Mungo, they tried to start just ahead of the goal, and it was a cross off the line. Maybe now it's a free hit awarded to Jolly Rogers, king of polo, but 5 goals a difference right now.
Yes, a penalty from the spot in favor of Jolly Roger. Great news from them, because if Lolo Bajura would have get that ball, he was all alone on a breakaway. But well, 5 goals is difference, but it's not a problem for Jolly Roger. They came back in the last chukker the other day, so I'm sure they have the strength and power to turn this game over. But well, you have in front of you, this French team is super tough. They won the tour, the 16 goal of La Balle, and they're having an outstanding tournament here in Chantilly. And now James Bime, the English captain, with a nice neck shot. But Ulises, the young man, hits a beautiful defense play. And now we have Pierre-Henri Ngomou in this black mare. Let's see if he has enough space. And Pierre-Henri Ngomou. But Manu Plaza Ayala winning the center of the field gives a bit of control now for Team Jolly Roger, and he fakes going left, and now he finds some space on the right. And Manu Plaza Ayala, he has Nicolas Johansen trying to block for him, and Manu Plaza Ayala showing all his ability. Manu Plaza Ayala finding some space on the right. He has Lolo Bajura in front of him, and the next shot is good, finding Nicolas Johansen. And let's see if the Nicolas Johansen can hit, and now he leaves the ball for Manu Plaza. The tap is good, ladies and gentlemen. What a goal, what a comeback by Jolly Roger, and what a play by Manu Plaza Ayala. He got the ball in the 6th yard, and he managed to score. What a player.
Finally, Manu Plaza. There he is. I got bad luck before 3, 4, 5 times, but now he did it. So important, this one by Manu Plaza, and to follow through and just score this very important goal.
1 minute, 25 seconds left on the clock. 8-4 is the lead so far, but a very important goal for Team Jolly Roger to try to turn this game over. And now the ball is in play. And let's see who wins this very important set play called throw-in, and the back shot is good, and the English captain tries to steal the ball, but Ulises, the young man, the captain of this team, wins the ball and now hits a beautiful shot, but the pressure is there, and now Manu Plaza gets the ball for Jolly Roger. He has space and time to turn that ball. He looks back and he decides to turn the ball when Haiti Ricardo Garros applies a lot of pressure, and he steals the ball on the near side. What a play now by Ulises, finding Lolo Bajura. But the English captain, James Bime, is there first, and he decides to hit a beautiful shot to the boards, trying to take the danger away. But Lolo Bajura, super well mounted, gets there first. And let's see, now is Lolo Bajura turning the ball for Mungo. And Lolo Bajura, but the ball is well stolen by Manu Plaza. And again, well, even better stolen by the man of the day, Ricardo Garros, finding some space for Mungo. Haiti Garros, Ricardo Garros, the ball is bounced and the ball is out. And the ball got deflected, a bit unlucky for Team Mungo, and the ball is wide on the right-hand side.
Yeah, Pancho, Jolly Roger, they are complaining. There was one blocking maybe ahead, and another one was a little bit across, so just another block, and that's why Jolly Rogers was a little bit complaining with the umpire. They let it go, so it seemed to be okay, but just to mention that Jolly Rogers is still under pressure.
First bell goes in this third chukker, and the ball is long, trying to find Hugo Taylor, but the pressure arrived from Pierre-Henri Ngomou. And James Bine goes for the pass, and now is Manu Plaza Ayala. But Lolo Bajura is controlling the action, winning really well that ride-off. And Lolo Bajura gets there first, makes a tap. The ball is still in play, and Lolo Bajura has the ball and hits a beautiful tail back shot, and the ball is well controlled by Lolo Bajura. We hear the second bell, and that will conclude the first half. 8-4 is the lead so far by Mungo, and we will go with Alex and a commercial break.
Yeah, it's not only commercial break, it's also the Polo Feminine, it's the Open de France by Barnes, it's ladies, and they had a little interviews and quite interesting ping pong, so just enjoy.
The best team would be Las Indias.
The best team, which is Agustina Spader. India's polo team.
I think Killings, the Irish team, has pretty good chances.
The best team in the paper is Polo Angels.
The Nepos team.
For me, the players that it's going to be a revelation is going to be my sister Elena Venot.
Amber Ploy.
I think Ambre.
Next up-and-coming player is Megan. I saw her play in Germany and she was playing very, very strong.
My sister, Delfina Rossi.
The Rossi sisters, they come from Córdoba, from Argentina, and I can't wait to see them play.
Vous savez pourquoi j'aime vivre ici? Parce que j'aime ses habitants. J'aime les soutenir avec mon livret. Et j'aime donner 1 euro chaque mois à un projet et voir ma banque en donner autant. J'aime voir s'élever les nouvelles entreprises près de chez moi. J'aime voir arriver à maturité les initiatives locales qui nous régalent. J'aime voir que l'on prend soin des êtres qui nous sont chers. Des solutions concrètes et solidaires existent pour soutenir ceux qui se mobilisent près de chez moi. J'aime mon territoire.
Yes, welcome everybody. It's pololine.tv in the second semi-final of the day. In the next two checkers, we will know who will face La Fija Sandbox. They're already in the final. If you maybe saw the first semi-final, tremendous match. We sent it in direct and live. And please remember, it's only one time live, so just enjoy with pololine.tv. We have a tremendous match, and Mungo, they're on the lead by 4 goals. That means 8-4 is the official result so far against Jolly Rogers, King of Polo. And sometimes some bad luck by Manu de Placer in some opportunities and whatever. But we will be sure that Jolly Rogers, they will come through. Maybe a change of tactic, maybe some change of the statistic. Let's have a look, Pancho, at the statistics.
Yes, let's go to the statistics. Field goals is a little bit ahead of Mungo. 5 goals to 3. 3 of Manu Plaza, super good. 4-9 is the lead. 9-4 is the lead of Jolly Roger on the throw-ins. You know, a very important item there. A bit of more fouls by Jolly Roger, 7-3. Then penalties, 3 out of 4 for Mungo, and 1 out of 2 for Jolly Roger. And well, so far no corners and no yellow cards. We are seeing a super open and clean game.
But really impressing. If you win a lot of throw-ins, it's 3 times more. That means something.
For sure. But I think the statistic for sure is winning the throw-in, but also it's not just winning the throw-in, in my opinion. It's what do you do when you win the throw-in. Sometimes, you probably win one throw-in less, but you were super determined by winning those throw-ins and creating an attack from there. Sometimes you can lose the throw-in. The key is, as a team, is not winning or losing the throw-in. If you can win it, better. But if you lose it, if you're well positioned on defense or not, because if you lose it and you are totally bad located on defense, the other team has a big chance of scoring, no?
No, if you're completely open, you lose the throw-ins and completely open, and then you will receive a goal against you.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy in the throw-ins and in the knock-ins when you have the ball and when the other teams have the ball. In the knock-ins, usually, you have a player, as you see now on the transmission, a player of each team usually is a bit outside of the throw-in, trying to gamble and to get the ball. Also in polo, what we call the good side of the throw-in and the bad side of the throw-in in a way. The good side is when you see the players are located on the left-hand side of the umpire. We call it the good side because it's of course a percentage thing, but you have a bit of more chance of winning the throw-in because when the umpire throws the ball in, if the ball passes basically all the players, you have the offside basically.
Exactly. Yeah, and the other thing is you have pressure. You are on the other half and the opponent half, but you couldn't find a way to score, and you got bad luck and all these things, and very difficult to put in a tactic, but lots of pressure. So we will know the next 2 checkers, Pancho, what will happen.
Yeah, exactly. 14 minutes left of great polo here in Chantilly. If we don't go to an overtime, that we had a few games in this tournament, super competitive with 16 teams, and we're watching now the last 4 teams. La Fija is waiting in the final, and we'll see if it's Jolly Roger or Mungo at the moment when the ball is in play and we have a new whistle.
There was a quick one. It was close on the boards. Didn't mention it was something tremendous. Somebody was turning just ahead as a see ball, and somebody just went ahead, and the ball was on the boards, and somebody was just changing the line, and that's why we will see maybe a tremendous one, maybe a penalty 3.
It's in favor of Jolly Roger.
Yes.
When we see here now Peter Wright riding this beautiful grey horse going at the back. And we have a penalty, how they say here in France, a penalty in favor of Jolly Roger. So it's a great way to start this 4th chukker, winning that throw-in and getting a penalty when we have the Englishman, James Vine, placing the ball.
He's very good with the penalties and a very cool guy, and like him very much, 44 years old, and he's the captain of the national team of England. So he knows what to do, and it will be the big opportunity just to come closer. That's what I said, putting pressure, and then maybe get some penalties. James Vine,
the man from the UK, countering towards the ball. James Vine, the ball gets along the ground, and what a save by the man from Coronel Suarez, Haiti Garros, and the ball gets deflected now, and it goes wide on the left, so we're going to have a corner in favor of Jolly Roger. Now James Vine has the chance from a little bit further away and a bit with an angle to try to score.
He wanted to be very sure about this one, not to hit it too hard, not too high, not whatever. And what a great save and a good eye by Haiti Garros.
Yeah, in this case the penalty was from the 40 yards, so the defenders could cross, not from the goal, but yes, from the side. As soon as the player hits the ball, and that's what Haiti Ricardo Garros did, and with a lot of success stopped the ball. But let's see now from the corner what James Bime can do. When we see all the flags on the background, this tells us how international this tournament is. Well, of course, the French flag, the local, the Belgium, the German, the UK, Holland, players from all around the world playing in this prestigious tournament here in Chantilly.
James Bime. That looks good so far. The perfect direction. Lift it up in the air, a little bit maybe to the right. Yes, finally bad luck again by James Bime.
Yes, great shot. Now it was strong in the air, but a little bit deflected to the right, so a bit unlucky for Jolly Roger. They are losing by 4 goals at the moment. And now the knocking is in favor of the local team, and the ball is in possession of Pierre-Henri Ngomou. He hits a beautiful shot, finding Haiti Garros on the right-hand side of the field, riding this black mare called Vila. Haiti Ricardo Garros turning to the center, finding some space. Ricardo Garros. No, the name of this horse is called Harry. And now he leaves the ball behind for Pierre-Henri Ngomou, and now Haiti Garros anticipates, but the ball is a little bit short, and now we have James Bime, but Lolo Bajugar is fighting for the ball, but the Englishman manages to steal the ball. What a play by James Bime. He has 2 players on him, and now James Bime winning that ball on the boards. And now Ulises stealing that ball when the line was going from boards to boards. He goes from goal to goal, crossing that line 90 degrees.
The line doesn't change. It's already boards to boards, and good to try, a good steal, but in the end, of course, you're crossing the line.
Yeah, a bit unlucky for Ulises, because James Bime did a tap to the left, and then he tapped it again to the right. So yeah, the foul is given in favor of Jolly Roger, and now the 2 6-goalers are controlling the ball. Manu Plaza Ayala now. Manu Plaza lifting his head and seeing what he has in front of him, and he tries to find space on the left, but the defense is again super good. And now Ulises hits a nice back shot, and Ricardo Garros gets there first, riding Harry, this beautiful black horse. And now is Haiti Ricardo Garros. Used is the call, and the ball is good, finding Pierre-Henri Ngomou. Pierre-Henri Ngomou with a nice, beautiful shot, finding the goal. The ball is long, it's going good, and now we have Lolo Bajugar who gets there first. But we have a whistle, ladies and gentlemen. When Manu Plaza Ayala was chasing, we have Lolo crossing a bit in front of him.
Yeah, the ball was not going straight in the direction of the goal, a little bit to the right, and that's why exactly the line opened a little bit, and first to follow up was players in the red team shirt by Jolly Rogers. That's why free hit from the spot.
Yeah, Manu Plaza Ayala, well done, chasing into that line, and we see clearly Lolo Bajugar there crossing the line that was in possession of Manu Plaza Ayala. And now we have James Bime, the experienced Englishman, in control of the ball. He hits a nice neck shot, finding Manuel Plaza Ayala, but Haiti Garros picks every bouncing ball that is close to him, and he now finds some space for his team, and the pressure arrives from Manu Plaza Ayala. He has the pressure on his shoulder, but he still controls the ball, and look at the play that he does, and now he finds some space, and Ricardo Garros is flying in Chantilly, but the Englishman gets there first with the near side, and again it's Ulises picking up that ball, and Ulises is shooting to goal. Ulises, the young man, is looking good, What a goal by the young player from France, scoring a super important goal for Mungo. They are even closer now to getting into the final. They are playing an outstanding game today.
Ulises is coming from nowhere, just entering the situation from nowhere. We were all looking at Haiti Garros, but finally, what a nice goal by Ulises.
9-4 is the lead so far at the moment. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock. And Ulises scored another great goal for his team. And let's see who wins the throw-in. Again is the danger man, Ricardo Garros. But Lolo Bajugar wins that throw-in. Lolo Bajugar, the pressure arrived from Manu Plaza Ayala, but Lolo Bajugar managed to win that ride-off, and now he will try to shoot the goal with a beautiful neck shot. Lolo Bajugar, the ball is left behind, and who gets there again is the man from Coronel Suarez, the danger man for Mungo, Ricardo Haiti Garros, the man without a glove, tapping. And now we have Hugo Taylor for Jolly Roger trying to steal the ball, but again recovers super well on defense. Ulises with a nice back shot, and now is Lolo Bajugar riding this mare Lolo Bajugar in control. Bartolome Bajugar with the tap is good, but the defense again is good. The back got deflected, and Lolo Bajugar again on the near side for Mungo. The goal is good. The flagman is moving the flag, and we have a new goal. 10 goals to 4 is the lead so far for the local team.
Yeah, believe it or not, there was a fight. There was a back show, was deflected a little bit ahead, and then finally into the goal. And 10 goals now. Wow. Did you mention this before? That's 10-4 or something like this. I thought they were a close game, but bad luck by Jolly Rogers, even in this one. Have you seen the back shot? And it was very close, just ahead of their own goal. Bad luck.
No, of course, I've been unlucky, but now the ball is in play, and Pierre-Henry wins the throw-in, but Hugo Taylor arrives there first, and now he's the Englishman, and the pressure arrives from Lolo Bajugar. Clear was the play, and James Vine has the ball in possession, so the penalty will be from the spot in favor of the Jolly Roger team, as we see now on the replay.
Yeah, umpire shot clear, so everybody has to go out of the way. That didn't happen so quickly, and of course the team in favor was Jolly Rogers, and they couldn't do anything. That's why they received now a free hit from the spot taken by James Vine.
Yeah,
6 goals.
Fine on the near side, but then when the umpire said clear, he crossed 90 degrees the line of James Vine, so that's the infraction, and now the ball is controlled in the right hand of James Vine, and now he leaves the ball behind for Manu Plaza Ayala. They try to create a play from here, and Manu Plaza Ayala tries to find some space from the left. Manu Plaza Ayala tapping, showing all his ability here, and now Ulises with a nice defense play, clearing the ball to the side, but Manu Plaza Ayala gets there first with a beautiful open back shot. But Pierre-Henry Ngomu decides to clear the danger. And now we have James Vine appealing for the foul. Let's see what the umpires could see from here.
Yeah, Pedrito Ngomu just was turning, and James Vine just entering in a quick way. And yes, there was no contact, no write-off, and this why only turning ahead and turning on the line. And that's why we will see a free hit, I guess a penalty too, by Jolly Rogers, king of Polo.
Yeah, a bit unlucky, Pedrito there. Probably if he would have hit a back shot at the beginning, it would have been a better option. He tried to turn the ball, and then the ball got left a bit behind, and well captured that opportunity by James Vine, that any line he sees close to him, he rides into it, and most of the time he's right and he gets a foul. In this case, that was not an exception, and he manages to get the foul in favor of their team. They need to discount because the time is clicking in favor of Mungo, and now we have the captain with the 30-yard. He will walk this one in. The ball is rolling from the middle of the goal. The ball is good. It's a new goal. 5 goals to 10 is so far the score for Jolly Roger.
Yeah, well done and concentrated. And James Vine was looking also behind the goal, and the player by Mungo was passing just a few seconds just before this free hit, and James Vine was mentioning, have a look there, somebody's passing behind the goal, which is not possible, but finally the goal was free, and the goal was scored. It's 5-10 now.
And now the ball is in play, and Hugo Taylor wins the ball for Jolly Roger, and the ball is left there on the throw-in. The hook was good, and now it's Lolo Bajugar. And now the ball is in the hand of Pierre-Henry Ngomu. He hits a long shot trying to find one of his teammates, but Hugo Taylor gets there first and decides to turn the ball for Jolly Roger. And Hugo Taylor finding some space. He has James Vine on the front, and he gets there, but no. It's Lolo Bajugar riding this beautiful chestnut. He decides to turn the ball. No, hitting a nice tail back shot, finding Ricardo Garros. And Haiti Garros is on a breakaway. Ricardo Garros, the man from Coronel Suarez. This is good news for the French team. Ricardo Garros now passing the ball to the offside. Ricardo Garros, he couldn't hit that next shot. And let's see who get there is Pierre-Henry Ngomu. He checks, turns the ball. The pressure arrives, and the hook is good by Manu Plaza Ayala. And yes, he wins that hook. And let's see who wins that contest. Their players are fighting for the ball, and now it's well done by Manu Plaza Ayala. When we have a whistle, a player is on the ground.
Yeah, there was a contact made. That's why I want to mention. Oh, maybe got hurt. The doctor need to have a look. It was a hard contact made, as you see in the replay. There, somebody was turning, and then was a contact just made by passing the player. And in this moment, have a look again. There was an impact. Yeah, there was a tough impact, and
a bit unlucky for Ulises. He got hit there, but he's young, he's tough, and I'm sure we will see him back. Well done, Ulises. He's standing up, and I'm sure he will get all the attention needed from the doctors that they are driving into the field now.
And by the way, he's playing a great tournament, Ulysses, doing so fine, replacing his father, and we wish the father the very best. And the son is doing so well, got a great help of the team, and I hope he will be okay. Ulysses was turning. Doctor, have a look now, and we'll see. So maybe we can see another replay of that.
Yeah, we will see. This is super good. You know, all the technology on this game is live. We have a lot of replays, so I'm sure we will be able to try to capture what happened in that moment. As we have the third man, Rafa Silva, is checking the actions on the TV, trying to see if they can identify something on that play, if they need to penalize one of the players, or it was Ulises that actually got involved in a play that he shouldn't. So we will see what we can identify on the replay. But well, anyway, we're super happy because we see he is good and he will shortly mount.
So we got to wait. The third man is still in our truck, and just watching it again. So just want to be very sure, the third man, what really happened, and it was a big impact. But the good news is that Ulysses is right back in the saddle and looks at that he is okay. But have a look now. Yeah, exactly. One was leading back, and the other one just coming and entering, and that was a knock over there. Have you seen Pancho?
Yeah, no, a bit unlucky. I think he got hit by the head of a horse, but I didn't see really.
No, it was unlucky.
Really an intention of someone trying to crush him. But well, at least that's what we could see quickly on the replay. But I'm sure the umpires will have a better. You only can see a few replays, but here in the pickup actually of Polo line in the transmission, we have a lot of replays. So the umpire, I'm sure, was sure. And now, yes, we restart the game with a fair play because the ball was in possession of the team Jolly Roger. And the pass is good from James Vine, finding Hugo Taylor, the young Englishman flying in this beautiful chestnut. Hugo Taylor tapping the ball on the right-hand side of the field. And Manu Plaza takes Lolo Bajugar away. And now Hugo Taylor turning for the ball. And he got a bit unlucky. The ball gets out on the right-hand side of the field. And that will conclude, ladies and gentlemen, the fourth chukker. Great news for Team Mungo. They are leading 10-5. This is presented by Standing Rock, and we're going to go to a commercial break, and we will be back in just a moment. 5 goals is the league of Mungo at the moment. We will be back for the fifth and last chukker.
Watching horses interact with each other is deeply moving. Their communication is filled with sensitivity, a reminder of how humans could be, sincere, trustworthy, and respectful. When we experience their companionship, we feel an indescribable warmth and connection. It's as if they are teaching us. This inspired Standing Rock, with support from the HPA, to present a trophy to the season's most outstanding team, honoring the core values behind fair play and sportsmanship. It reflects a world where fair play isn't just a rule, but a promise we make to each other about respecting, supporting, and achieving together.
Each day, we at La Cornue set upon a journey to create a masterpiece. An icon of French cuisine and culture since 1908. A time-honored culinary tradition, treasured for generations the world over.
We are live in Chantilly for the fifth chukker, and we have Pierre-Henri Ngomou riding absolute revoltosa. He taps the ball to Haiti Garros riding Harry, this black man. And we have a whistle, ladies and gentlemen, and it's blocking Pierre-Henri Ngomou. He's blocking the first man, and as we know on the rules, here we see on the replay, the first man, no one can block him. So that's the foul. It's going to be a penalty from the 60-yard in favor of Jolly Roger. If there was a way to start this fifth chukker and try to turn this game over, that is super, super tough because the distance is by 5 goals, is stopping the clock in just 12 seconds and getting a penalty in your favor. No, Alex?
Yeah, exactly. You let the opponent player enter. You cannot go immediately and just to take him away. The play was not open, it was only a little touch, and then of course the opponent player want to enter, and if you don't let them enter, if you take them away before, we call it then, it's a blocking rule. So taking maybe now this very important free hit now with a score of 10-5, 5-10, and James Bime is just to concentrate. The penalty for 54 meters. Let's have a look, Pancho.
James Bime, the ball is flying, is good, and it goes a bit to the right, a bit unlucky by James Bime. He hit it super high in the air. The distance and height was good, but a little bit the direction, as we see clearly here on the replay, it went a bit to the right, a bit unlucky, and great news for Mungo. Let's see if they can. The time is clicking on their favor. And now Pierre-Henri Ngomou finds well located on the right-hand side, Haiti, Ricardo Garros. Haiti checks, hits a beautiful neck shot trying to find Lolo Bajugar, and he does. Lolo is well located in the center of the field, and Lolo Bajugar is on a breakaway in Chantilly field number 1. Lolo Bajugar, the young Argentine man, wants to seal the game for Mungo. Lolo Bajugar with the tap. Lolo Bajugar showing all his personality and ability here in Chantilly, scoring a beautiful team play for Mungo that finished in the mallet of Lolo Bajugar.
What a nice ride, like on the MotoGP, just fast, and Lolo Bajugar, no mistake in this one. And that maybe conclude and make it clear who will be in the final on Sunday against La Fija Sandburg, because the score is 11-5, and we are in chukker number 5.
Let's see who wins the throw-in. Super important for Jolly Roger if they want to have a great comeback here. And Manu Plaza Ayala with the ball, and no foul, says the umpire. And Ricardo Garros is on a breakaway. Ricardo Haiti Garros, he wants a 6-goal difference. Ricardo Haiti Garros tapping the ball, riding carry. Ricardo Haiti Garros. And the ball goes wide on the right-hand side, a bit unlucky for Haiti. And Jolly Roger is still alive, ladies and gentlemen.
That looks too easy and too clear. And finally, they missed it. That can happen, of course, to everybody that happened who play polo, but the final one didn't get in. So let's see the last chukker, what the Jolly Rogers can do.
And now is Manu Plaza Ayala, and he has James Bime close to him, trying to find some space on the right. He fakes right and now goes left, and the next shot is good, finding the Englishman, but it's a little bit long. And who gets there is Pierre-Henri Ngomou. Pierre-Henri Ngomou riding Revoltosa, this beautiful chestnut. And we have Pierre-Henri Ngomou finding some space on the right-hand side of the field. Pierre-Henri Ngomou checks. The pressure is there from Nicolas Johansen and James Bime, but the ball is left behind for Ricardo Haiti Garros. And now Ricardo Haiti Garros turns, and James Bime was appealing for the foul. No foul, says the umpire, and Haiti Garros is finding some space on the center. Haiti Garros, and the hook is good from Hugo Taylor, but he managed to avoid the hook, and Ricardo Haiti Garros with the tap, and the ball is wide on the left-hand side. But what another individual play by Ricardo Haiti Garros.
Incredible stick work and control with the stick and with the ball, and under pressure in the speed. So come on, Jolly Rogers, king of polo, they do need urgent 6 goals. Miracle has been taken now.
And the time is clicking, 3 minutes, 50 seconds left in this fifth and last chukker if we don't have an overtime. And the ball is in play, and it bounced, and it's still, yes, in play. And Manu Plaza Ayala is controlling the ball, and he has Nicolas Johansen at the front, all alone, but the hook is good by the Mungo team. And now the next shot is beautiful, flying in the air by James Bime, and the ball is looking good. The ball is looking good, ladies and gentlemen. What a goal from England. Basically, he scored. James Bime with a beautiful, beautiful neck shot, almost from 120 yards. What a shot by the Englishman.
Unbelievable. You can't do better in this one, close to the boards, and then in this angle, and just putting it in, no doubt about it. But why not a little bit earlier? Why not in the chukker before? Why not a little bit more pressure? But now it's 6-11.
And players have 25 seconds to go back into a throw in 3 minutes left on the clock. 11-6 is the victory so far for Team Mungo. And Lolo Bajugar wins the throwing for his team. And he's tapping the ball now, but the pressure right from Hugo Taylor. The near side is now from Lolo Bajugar. Lolo Bajugar wins that right off, and he backs the ball for one of his players. But who gets there first is, yes, his teammate Pierre-Henri Ngomou. He taps the ball and wins the right off, and Pierre-Henri Ngomou is flying. Let's see if he can conclude with a nice neck shot. Pierre-Henri Ngomou, yes, ladies and gentlemen, 12 goes to 6. And if we don't have a miracle, that will seal this game, and we will have Mungo on the final facing La Fija. What a finish, what a neck shot by Pierre-Henri Ngomou, giving a super important goal, 6-goal difference at the moment in favor of the French and local team.
So it's clear now, and what important goal, and we could feel it, that Pedrito Ngomo just want to make it clear, just to close it, and then that's the decision of the final for Sunday against La Fija Sandburg. What a great team player also, and everybody's helping in this team in the white shirt. Mungo, they're doing a great effort, and Jolly Roger is still fighting for it.
We have Manu Plaza Ayala with a beautiful catch shot, but Pierre-Henri Ngomou gets there first, and he decides to turn the ball to the right, taking the danger away. And Pierre-Henri Ngomou on the boards. He has a bit of time under pressure right from Nicolas Johansson, the captain, the man from Sweden. But the Englishman is there applying some pressure, but Pierre-Henri Ngomou controlling the action for Mungo. He hits a beautiful shot, entering the 60-yard for his team. But the Englishman, James Bime, gets there first, checks his scores, and hits a nice tailback shot, finding Nicolas Johansson. And Nicolas Johansson, but Pierre-Henri Ngomou goes going on the near side, crossing a bit the right of way of Nicolas Johansson. And we have a whistle in favor of Jolly Roger, as we see on the replay.
Yeah, it was quite clearly that the ball was deflected by Nicolas Johansson, and it was just following it up and coming across player in the white, Pedrito Ngomo, and that's why we'll have a free hit from the spot taken by King of Polo, better name, Jolly Roger, King of Polo.
And now the spot is in, the ball is in play, and we have James Bime with a nice neck shot, finding Manu Plaza Ayala, the man also from Coronel Suarez, Argentina, with the tap. Plays always the seasons in England. Manu Plaza Ayala tapping the ball, hits a beautiful shot, looking at the goal. Pierre-Henri is fighting for that ball, but the ball is rolling, and it's good for Jolly Roger. 7 goals for them, 12 for Mungo, when we have 50 seconds left in the chukker, and we can say now for sure that Mungo will be the second finalist of the 2024 Open de France, this super tough, competitive 16-goal tournament with 16 teams. 30 seconds left on the clock. Players are walking into the center of the field, and Mungo already knows they're celebrating in the pony line. He's going to be the finalist of this Open de France. The ball is in play, and who wins the throw-in now is Ulises, fighting that ball for Team Mungo, and Lolo Bajugar wins the ball now for his team. Bartolomé Bajugar checks the ball, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The bell is... It goes basically, and Mungo, the French local team, is the second finalist. They just beat 12 goals to 7. Ulises, Haiti, Lolo, and Pierre-Henri. Everything is happening there. We see Anaïs, we see Luisa, all the supporters of Mungo, super happy. They are in the final of the French Open. This is absolutely amazing. Happy for them. They work hard. You know, they are a local team, so it's good also for French Polo to have a local team in the final. How did you see it, Alex?
Yeah, exactly. Local team is in the final in the 24th edition of the Open de France by Barnes. But that will be on Sunday something, Pancho. That will be a real big, tremendous final between La Fija Sandbox and Mungo Polo team. They did so well all the game, just from the beginning up, from the first minute. They were just concentrated, playing as a team. Got a great help by Ulises, of course. Aitika Ross, unbelievable player, unbelievable, one of the stars here, I would say, in the Open de France. And then Lolo Bajugar, what kind of help, and what a great player there. And Pedrito Ngomo, the Frenchman, he did it through the final. It was a so great effort and so good to see. And I feel a little bit sad for Jolly Roger's King of Polo. As I mentioned in the game, there was some bad luck situation. As you remember, the 6-yard free shots by James Bine not into the goal. Most of them to the right. There were 3-4 not into the goal, and that maybe finally makes a difference. But as you see, the team was winning, and so I like to see when 4 players are fighting and they are winning. So we will have an interview. I just heard very short, but let's see a little bit for the information about who scored the goals. And there are the 4 players, the victory, the finalista, and they did so well.
Yes, everything is happening now in the pony line of Mungo. We see there Pierre-Henri, Haiti, Lolo Bayouar. Look at these 4 players hugging each other. They are the second finalist of the Open de France. Everyone is shouting. Everything is happening for the Mungo team. And they're the second finalists. They will face Team La Fija. So we are expecting a super game of polo on Sunday. Hopefully the weather will be with us. They expect a bit of rain, but well, as we know, the fields here can definitely cope with a lot of water. And in just a moment, we're going to have an interview with one of the players of the finalists of the Open de France. We see there Ulises hugging friends and family. They're super happy. They are the finalists of this 2024 Open de France. Ricardo Garros, the danger man, having an outstanding season here in France. A guy that also works super hard. I'm sure his brother, father, and all the family is super happy. Supporting them from Coronel Suarez, Argentina. And we see there all the support. Pierre-Henri, also the manager of this team, that puts all the team together. The horses also we see there. Lolo Bayouar, a super good player with a lot of talent, playing, having also a really good season here in France. I'm sure we will see him next year playing here in this country. And we have all the people here supporting. Mungo, it's a local team, has a lot of support here in France. And well, what to say as well also on Jolly Roger, a great team commanded by his captain James Vine, also Manu Plaza having a great tournament. And as we say, they had a terrible accident going into Soto Grande, so well, it's a great way to finish the season. Of course, I'm sure they wanted to get into the final, but as we know, this is a super competitive tournament. So getting into the semi-final, being fourth between the last 4 teams out of 16 is not bad at all. So for sure now they won't be happy, but for sure, when they relax a bit, they will conclude that they had a great tournament. Let's go to the statistics. In field goals was 9 for Mungo, 5 for Jolly Roger. Throw-ins a little bit ahead of Mungo, 12-9. Fouls pretty even, but a little bit more fouls on the Mungo side, 10-7. Penalties, as you mentioned, Alex, very important. Mungo was almost accurate, 3-4, and a bit unlucky for James Vine, a few 60 yards, very close. But well, he scored 2 out of 5, and also missed one corner that we saw it here on the left-hand side, super close. And as we say, it was a very clean game, no yellow cards. It was played super tough, of course, as a semi-final, but a clean and fair game. So yeah, very happy as we see now the best goals of today. We have there for Jolly Roger, Manu Plaza Ayala tapping the ball. And we will soon be with one of the interviews. Ricardo Garros with the first neck shot, he couldn't hit it, and the second neck shot was fantastic by Haiti Garros. We're watching the best goals of the second semi-finalist. The final on Sunday will be La Fija Sandbox against Mungo Polo team. Now Haiti Garros riding Chino, this great horse that flies on the field from right to left, on the offside, on the near side. Now this is a great goal by Ulises, capturing that big opportunity. Unfortunately, that backshot didn't took the length that James Vine wanted, and Ulises captured that opportunity super well and scored for Mungo. And now this one is a great individual play by Manu Plaza Ayala again, that had a fantastic game. And in just a moment, we're going to have an interview in just a minute with Ulises, the young man that is on fire in the Open de France. This was a great goal by Haiti Garros, hitting a beautiful catch shot. We're seeing the best goals of the semi-final here in France, in Chantilly. And now we go with Sebas Amaya from Polo Line, that he is with the man, one of the mans of the day, Ulises, the young man for Mungo. in just a moment, we're going to be with Ulises. We are finishing here with the best goals of the day. We have Lolo Bayou tapping here, scoring almost the last goal for his team Mungo. And this was a beautiful, beautiful next shot from James Vine, almost from the UK. He hit that ball. Beautiful next shot. And those were the best goals of this second semi-finalist. And the big game will be played on Sunday, will be between La Fija Sandbox, that beat the defending champion Kazakh, and Mungo, that just beat Jolly Roger, that had a great tournament. When we see the French flag here in France, and we go now with Sebas Amaya, that is with Ulises, this young man from Mungo, that I'm sure he's super happy that he's on the final. Let's go, Sebas.
Ulises, thank you for being here after your victory. Have you imagined a score like this in a semi-final of the Open de France?
No, we didn't even imagine to go to the semis at all, and I think it's a very good tournament for us. I think our best. It's the first time we reach this far in a big tournament such as the Open. There's 16 teams, and we weren't the favorites at all at the beginning of the tournament, so it's incredible. I'm still flying.
You'll have to play against the unbeaten team of La Fija on the final. You were coming through. You qualify after a penalty shootout, so it suits you good, to be the underdogs in the final.
Yeah, I think we've always been the underdogs in this tournament. I mean, we played against La Magdalene with two players that play the Open every year, and I think it suits us better. And we lost against Klinova, which I think was very important for us to lose this game, because we became so much better with the loss because we knew what we had done wrong. So I think it's better for us to come with a loss and as the underdogs.
Important what you say about learning about the lose. About your teammates, Pedrito, Lolo, Haiti, what you can say about them?
Everything I can say about them. Pierre, he has been with us for now, I think, 5 years. He taught me everything, and we have IT that is crazy. I can't describe him. He's crazy everywhere. He's perfect, I think, for us and Lolo, because we're all young. Lolo and I are 19, and IT is 24, and we have Pierre that is not old but older. So I think we have a very good structure. And Lolo, he has been playing with us since May. He's an incredible teammate, and he helps us improve every day. So I think the team is good, very good structured.
How difficult will it be to give the position back to your dad after this?
No, we give him a lot of kisses because he took a ball in the jaw. So he wasn't playing the Open at first, but he's very happy. He watches all the games on live, but he has to work and he can't really speak, so he'll be there on Sunday, but it's going to be very hard, even more the horses.
Well, good luck on Sunday. You will need it. It's a tough one. La Fija is very strong, but I mean, you are there. You are in the final. You deserve it.
Thank you very much. We'll try our best.
Thank you. Back to you guys in the studio, Pancho.
Great. Here we are. Everything is happiness on the tent of Mungo. Very, very happy for them, and we could see all the smile in this young boy Ulises that is having an outstanding tournament. And yes, he was saying, we send a big hello to Patrick, his father, that he got hit by a ball and on the jaw. So yeah, he's recovering. I'm sure he will be here live on Monday, but if he's watching the transmission, we say a big hello. And we have here the Polo Club Chantilly. And yeah, be aware, because we wait for you all on Sunday. We have a big game of polo. La Fija Sandbox will be facing the local team of Mungo. So we will see you back. It was a pleasure again being here alongside Alex, my teammate here on the transmission in this Open de France 2024 presented by Barnes. So we will see you on Sunday with the big